Hi, today I'll explain you in what consists geopolitics. Geopolitics is the influence of geography in political and aspects and international relations. So, we have different factors that can include in politics. So, the first condition that we have is the distribution of land and water. So, first we have the landlocked countries. These are countries that are surrounded by barriers with other countries. It means that they doesn't have access to the sea. There are other cases in which we have island countries. There are these countries that are surrounded by sea and they don't have barriers with other countries. Another option that we have is that, for example, we have this change of level in some coastlines. This is called expansive coastlines. So, what happens here? As you can see, the sea goes into the frontier and it takes part of it. It's like make a little bit diffuse the frontier between the sea and the soil. So there are some lands that have like an expansion over here because they have more sand. Or if not, well, they have like less territory. Okay, other geographic conditions that we could have are the things that include topography. So these are the natural barriers in which a country ends. For example, here in this image, we can see United States and Canada. So in the west part, you can see that the frontier is higher in United States and is lower in this eastern part. So this happens because there are some barriers that are made up by humans and there are others that are like for natural causes. For example, if you have a chain of mountains or whatever. Okay, for example, this is an example of a country, or well, a bunch of countries that are surrounded by natural barriers. As you can see, this is like a box because, well, this frontier was not made by humans. This frontier is because the sea goes there and breaks the communication with one country and another. The third one is the geography. So there are countries with more seas, or there are countries with more rivers, or well, there are countries with more water. So this changes because, for example, the sea is what determines from which point to what point goes a country. So a country can expand. For example, if Colombia wants to conquer other countries, Colombia has to go like by design because the river is like, sorry, the sea is what acts like a natural barrier there. The fourth condition is the size of the territory. So this can have advantages and disadvantages. For example, China is a very big territory, so it could produce more things because it has more population and more people to work, but by the other side, it could have difficulties by having a standing army because there's a lot of territory to defend. Other thing, do you think that is the same to export from China to other country than from Vietnam to other country? Maybe it's not the same because of the size of it. The fifth condition is the aptitude to produce. So there are countries that have a better soil than others. So there are countries with more resources than others. This means that there are countries that have to spend less money into getting resources from other countries. So it's better for them. And there are special cases. For example, Singapore is a small territory, but it is ubicated in a crucial spot because it is just at the bottom of the Malacca Strait. So all the ships and all the people that go like this way have to go through Singapore. That's why Singapore is like very rich. And that's it. I don't know if you have some question.
Okay, I have a question. The weather effects?
Well, yeah, in fact, for example, in the part that I told you that there are countries that produce more than others, the weather is very significant there. Also, there are countries that have many benefits in geography, but the weather is not so good because its location. So, well, yeah, it affects.
How does the geography of a country like Bolivia affect them?
Okay, so as Bolivia doesn't have like a frontier with the sea, well, maybe in their ability to produce resources. For example, the exportation and the importation of fish in Bolivia would be more expensive than in other countries because they don't have it. So maybe the offer of foods will be less. And well, it has like other disadvantages. For example, like the transportation, the maritime transportation. Well, it's not an option. So you have less ways to transport things. And that's it. Did you like the topic?
Yes.
Did you find it interesting?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.